What's up, everybody, and welcome to ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news. I'm Drew Mosley. That is Scott Savage. You can follow me over on Twitter at ArtisticGamer28, and you can follow him at Savage. Scott, We're back for another recap for E3 because it's still going, and we've got a lot to talk about. Today we're breaking down Ubisoft, Square Enix, and Capcom.
I feel like this E3 has been the longest ever.
Well, yeah, we're definitely covering a lot of it, right? So let's get into it right away with Ubisoft. Was really what kind of kicked things off over on Saturday. How it went... Well, a couple cool things and a couple underwhelming little things and some unfortunate missing things. Let's get into it, Scott. Right?
Yeah.
They kicked things off with Rainbow Six Siege Extraction, a 1 to 3 person co-op experience releasing on September 16th. Dude, what'd you think of this one?
So I'm a little skeptical of the things I saw gameplay wise.
Really?
I'm not sure if they put together the best highlight reel they could have, but again, I'm sure they want to keep some things a secret too, right? But
I'm sure
it's definitely an interesting idea, and I'm all for more Rainbow Six content. Whether it's Siege or not is not so important to me. But it looks to be quite an interesting experience.
It definitely looks cool. I'm definitely interested in it. We saw a little bit over actually at Ubisoft a long time ago, and we saw rumblings of what this was all about, and we heard it was called actually Rainbow Six Quarantine, and then it was rumored to be called Parasite, and now it's called Extraction because of the pandemic and everything. I think it's cool. A lot of stealth elements, which is a bit of a surprise coming out of Rainbow Six. Especially as of late, right? As of late, I would say, versus it's definitely got a tactile feel, but it's more unique in the fact that these aliens are taking over and you unlock new ops by freeing the captured ones, which I thought was super cool.
That's a really great idea, I think. I
think so too, right? It drives you forward to get to that next operator. I wonder how it's laid out though, Scott. Do you think we actually know who we're going for, or do we just stumble across somebody and go, oh, there's Habana, let's get her?
I think it may be an element of like procedural generation. I don't know that by any means. This is just speculation, but I think who you find might just kind of be a random role. I had my holdouts. I was really hoping to see Tachanka, and I believe we saw a small glimpse of Chanka.
Oh, well, we'll see what happens there. We might see him eventually. Nate joins us live over at twitch.tv/theofficialITG, just like you can. But if you can't join us live, it's no big deal. You can hit us up later at InsideTheGame.ca, YouTube, podcast services, and TV streaming networks around the globe. Nate says, how do you feel shifting from 5-player to 3 players? I like the gameplay a lot. Hopefully not a live to service kind of game, he says. Scott, what do you think about the shift going from a 5-player team, 5 versus 5 in Rainbow Six Siege, to a 3-person perspective now? We see a lot of the games shifting that way.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with 3. There's, the kind of rule of 3, I guess, works in a lot of situations, especially shooters. And perhaps 5 would have been too many people. It would have just been like a militaristic operation.
Sure.
But 3 looks to be enough. There's a lot of stealth going on, so smaller numbers is probably better for that.
I think it's easier to manage, I think is the biggest thing, right? You get 5 people in the mix, then how big do you make these confined areas then, so that you're not stumbling over each other, you're not shooting at each other kind of thing, versus trying to take out stealthily on some of these enemies and AI, right? That's in the game. So I think 3 could be the sweet spot for this. We'll hopefully be able to jump in here relatively soon and find out. But soon is actually on September 16th. Looking forward to that. Scott, followed up after that was Rocksmith Plus. And as we were watching the stream, we're going to go, this thing's still going? Like, it is going. I'm like, oh, wow. It looks super cool. You can learn to play guitar, but it comes at, Scott, a subscription service.
Yes. I think they had some sort of technology, though, where this could work with any guitar. You could use an acoustic guitar to play it as well. So it's a little more freeing, a little more open. It's good to see there's still innovation and room for new ideas and that kind of thing. It's been a long time since the Guitar Hero wave.
Oh, man. No kidding, right? And then after that, followed up with Riders Republic, which is coming out on September 2nd. Dude, we get Riders Republic on September 2nd, and then we get Rainbow Six Siege Extraction on September 16th. September is loaded for Ubisoft. I'm loving it. This game looks fantastic.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things that are standing out, and we've seen some presentations load 2020 up.
Sure.
And kind of set that up to be interesting, but it looks like the onslaught of games is not about to slow down immediately.
No, I don't think so either. And there's so many options with Riders Republic too that I think there's a little bit of everything for everybody. I think that's the coolest part. I wonder how much we have to be, okay, if you get into this wingsuit, do you have to be doing that wingsuit no matter what? Like, is that a chore we have to do if you don't want to? I wonder how many options we have that will vary our gameplay. If I don't want to focus on that, do I have to necessarily do that piece of the game?
Yeah, I'm personally hoping there's just a switching on the fly kind of thing you can do. So maybe you bike to a really interesting area, really up on a high hill, and then you can see way down below. Take a wingsuit down and then resume bike. That would be cool.
I think they've taken a lot of aspects of Steep and then really integrated it here and opened it up a lot more. And it looks really cool. I'm interested in a lot of the biking mechanics behind it. They went first person. I was just like, whoa, that is a little much going first person, but we'll see what happens there. Then they launched into Rainbow Six Siege Year 6 with Thunderbird. Kind of give us a little bit of her backstory and how that's going. I actually jumped in last night, dude. Thunderbird's kind of cool.
Now, I've said this before, but do you think they're going to do a Siege 2? Or
no.
Do you think Siege just lives forever?
I think Siege will live for a long time yet. I think eventually we will get, like, maybe when we get to the next round of Xbox and PlayStations, we might see a Siege 2. But their goal right now is to hit 100 ops. Right? And they're getting there. They're getting there. But what they're doing now is they've slowed down from launching 2 operators at the same time to 1. And a lot of us were like, oh man, really? Like we liked getting those operators. You get one for the attackers and you get one for the defenders. Now you get one at a time, and they tie it in, dude, to the battle pass. So you want access to that op, then you buy the battle pass. I'm like, man, there's always a way, right?
There's some business going on behind those closed doors there. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it's launching. So, Siege is launching on Stadia on June 30th. I'm curious to see how well that runs over there, because the last thing you need in a game like this is any kind of lag.
And being internet dependent, that's the fear.
Absolutely. Followed up after that, Scott, was Just Dance 6. That's releasing on November 4th. I know Steve is super excited for that one. Then following up with that was Assassin's Creed Valhalla DLCs. They're adding one-handed swords. People are pretty excited. I know Corey was pumped for that. They're adding Siege of Paris is coming this summer, which is a cool expansion. Dude, I got to get back into this game, but I'm trying to wrap up all the Assassin's Creeds. Right now I'm on Odyssey, and then I'm into Valhalla, and then I will have beaten every single Assassin's Creed game.
I'm a few behind. I still have Origin.
Oh, it's so good. Origin's like one of my favorites.
But each of these get to be hundreds of hours long. It looks like Valhalla is also another one of those.
Yeah, no, it's very big, right? Then they followed up with some TV content with Mythic Quest and Werewolves Within, Scott. Neither one of these, honestly, really interest me whatsoever.
Yeah, well, we're seeing the blend of entertainment happening. There's a lot of things going to Netflix, making movies. It's interesting to see that trend coming out. I hope we get some good content out of it.
Hopefully, we'll see what happens there. And then we all got a little look inside with Far Cry 6, buddy. Far Cry 6 looks super cool. I'm pretty pumped for that one. And then they've quickly followed that up with the Far Cry Season Pass for Far Cry 6. And that looks so weird and out there that I might just finish Far Cry 6 and then call it a day. I don't know if I'll get into the Season Pass content.
Well, they're trying to hype it up. It's a new release. Far Cry is a big deal series for them, so that makes sense. My personal standout from that is the facial scanning and the actors that they've chosen.
It's impressive.
I think they portray these characters really well. I think it's translating really well to the cinematics, and I'm excited to get into this one because the characters from 5 were kind of the standout.
Yep.
And often that's the case. The bad guys in Far Cry tend to be the coolest characters.
Yeah, absolutely. Vaz is like just a legend, right? It's so cool. So we'll see. Then that was touched up with Mario. Dude, Mario plus Rabbids, Sparks for Hope, they called it. And that's coming out in 2022. Exclusive to the Switch. No big surprise there. Let's be honest, right? We knew that was going to happen that way.
It gives me a little bit of fear now. Today we're a couple, maybe 2 hours away from the Smash character reveal. I'm not going to be very excited if it's a Rabbid.
Oh man, do you think that's what it's going to be? Actually, I wouldn't be too surprised now when you mention it.
It's not impossible.
No, it is not. And then ending off the conference, Scott, was something I got pretty hyped for. It was Avatar. Dude, Avatar, Frontier of Pandora, coming in 2022. Yeah, it's a ways out, but it was still nice to see that it was even there to start with, man.
Well, and because it's coming, it reminds me that Avatar is a series that was supposed to be 3 movies long, I believe.
Yes.
And how long ago did that movie come out?
Dude, that was a long time ago.
It's going to be a decade before we get a second one.
I think it is. Honestly, I do. I think it will be. Overall, Scott, impressions of Ubisoft's E3 conference. What are your thoughts?
I think they came out strong. They showed off some good heavy hitters that we kind of knew were in the pipe already.
Sure.
But there definitely was some missing things, and that was quite disappointing.
Yeah, missing, we're talking about Beyond Good and Evil 2, and of course, Splinter Cell. I was just baffled. Dude, Sam Fisher, Splinter Cell is in every IP around the world except for his own damn game. And I just can't get over it. I really can't get over it. So
but don't worry, Splinter Cell coming to Netflix.
That's what I mean, dude. It's everywhere but his own game. No. I can't do it. I can't. It's a heartbreak to see that they just let it die. They just let Splinter Cell series as a franchise just go out to pasture, and they shot it, and it's just buried now in the dirt, getting overgrown with weeds and debris and maybe some animal. Never mind, I'll just move on.
they took it out like Old Yeller.
Yeah, just shot him right in the back of the head. Poor Sam, rest in peace. Heartbreak, man. Let's move on to Square Enix presentation. Scott, thoughts and impressions. How do you feel that one kicked off?
Well, unfortunately I missed the majority of this one. But I did see little snippets and pieces, kind of the highlights.
Sure.
So I'm not sure of their overall impression.
Overall,
but there was certain news that I was excited by. It
started off well for me, and I knew going into Square Enix that a lot of Square Enix IP is not for me, right? Like that doesn't touch where I kind of have the feels for gaming. It's just not what I like to play. So I knew going in I was going to have a mixed bag of what I want to play and then stuff I'm just like, I don't really care, right? Because there's a ton of Final Fantasy stuff that I don't care. But there was Guardians of the Galaxy that launched, dude, and that was actually pretty cool. I know Nate is jazzed for that one. He's super pumped to get into this. And for me, I thought it looked good, but some of the animations when it came to combat looked a little off. So I'm curious to see if there's a little bit of polish when that comes around. And actually, it's coming out October 26th, 2021.
Star-Lord isn't Chris Pratt. What's up with that? They're using I think that's intentional. They want to kind of create their own universe that's separate from the movies.
Which I understand, right? They did the same thing when it came to the world of Marvel's Avengers, and we'll get on that one here in a second. But that's what they've done, is they've taken their own approach to the game. And I think that gives them a little bit of freedom when it comes to, hey, well, that's not how Chris Pratt reacts, and that's not how Chris Pratt does this, and that doesn't look like, you know what I mean? So then when you see that character on screen as a game, you just nitpick because you have followed that character for so long with the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, right? So you watch them over and over and over, and you keep watching the series, and then you get into a game going, well, that's not Chris. So it allows them to kind of have a bit of freedom and maybe miss out on some of that backlash they would get if something wasn't hit spot on. So I think that was a good move for them.
I think it's a smart move overall, but it just strikes me as strange.
Yeah.
Kind of if I had seen, Wolverine, but it's not Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
It just creates a different impression. But
Sure does.
I'm really hoping that game takes off. It looks like it's going to be really cool with fluent combat, and that's a big deal for me. So I'm really hoping that takes off in a good way. The standouts for me that I had heard otherwise have to be the Final Fantasy games.
Like the remake? Remakes are coming.
Remakes of 1 to 6.
Yeah, remasters.
Coming to mobile, that was not the exciting detail, but I've heard they're coming to Steam as well. So
yeah, mobile and Steam.
That's a relief because I'm not super into the mobile market, but I really, really want to play Final Fantasy VI.
Well, here's your chance too, though, right? Like, so again, not for me. When I saw this, I was like, okay, I get it. I know it's there for a lot of people. It's just not there. It doesn't speak for me at all. So it's cool that they're bringing it back. What it looks like, though, like they didn't really show anything. That's the other side of it, right? There's a lot of gameplay elements of it and just a showcase for it missing. I think the trailer was 30 seconds, maybe. Right,
it's supposed to be up-resed, I'm sure, but they could have shown off something that would have been exciting.
Yeah, I wasn't too impressed with that. And then they also touched on Legends of Mana on June 24th. And then what I've been looking for was Avengers: War of Wakanda, the Black Panther DLC, which a highlight for me is it's free, which I think at this point is probably the smartest move they made in the entire game.
Yeah, that's a bit of a rocky go they've had commercially with that title, and they're trying to add value to it, and it's good on them to just continue adding because it's a huge universe. Of course, there's a lot of content to go.
Yeah.
And I think that Black Panther is a real important character nowadays, very popular.
No, absolutely. The biggest problem is, though, Scott, it's all cinematic. Dude, like, there's no actual gameplay here. We didn't see how Black Panther works. We didn't see his moveset. We didn't see much of anything. We saw him cross his arms and deflect stuff, but that, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just, it's still a weird presentation of the fact that it is coming. Did it even say? Oh, it didn't say it either, did it? Nope. It did not say when it was coming. That's the other part of it. No date. It's supposed to be coming out this summer, apparently.
And who's that giant bad guy? Is that somebody known from the universe? I don't recognize them as Marvel.
I don't know. To be honest, I have no idea. Maybe, right? So a lot of questions with it, but it looks so cool. And I've been waiting for a reason to come back into the game. And this might be my reason. But then what keeps me in the game, Scott, once I'm done? That's the biggest thing, right? That's the biggest problem Marvel's Avengers has had, is when you're done the game, then what do you do? So we will see what happens. I'm definitely looking forward to it. ITG Parker says Avengers needs to go to Game Pass. I think it might help save it, to be honest, Nate. Don't doubt that. And an IP that Square Enix gave up was Hitman. But what they didn't give up was Hitman Sniper. And Hitman Sniper 2 is coming because it's a mobile property. Hitman is gone to IO. IO Interactive owns Hitman. They just launched Hitman 3. It's a fantastic game and very successful for IO Interactive. But when I saw this on the Square Enix presentation, I was like, well, this is weird, but it's mobile. Square Enix.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Have a mobile division, right?
Mobile, but
dude, it is good. It is really good. It is just a sniper game where you're shooting at the bad guys, you're shooting at traps and things like this. It's really, really good. So I played the beta for Sniper Hitman or Hitman Sniper 2. It is awesome. I was waiting for it. This was on Android. I was waiting for it to come to iOS so I can get it on my iPad. Super pumped for it. After that, Scott, was Nier content. Again, this is one of those things that doesn't gravitate to me, right? And it was a 15-second trailer about Nier Reincarnation, and it was just like, okay. From there, we got Final Fantasy Battle Royale. And then I think what people were really waiting for was Babylon's Fall, Scott. And a lot of mixed reactions came out of this one when that actually released for E3.
I'm not so familiar with that title, actually. I'm not sure what Babylon Fall is about.
It looks cool. It has my interest. I don't know. It's definitely a unique title coming to PlayStation and Steam. So we'll see. I don't know if there's an actual date on that either. A lot of questions. It just Yeah, I have no idea when that's coming, dude. I have no idea. So we will see. They have more near content, and then stuff I'm looking forward to from Square was Life is Strange. Life is Strange Remastered. They announced is coming September 30th, which then is actually after Life is Strange True Colors on September 10th. So, so very, I don't know, very unique to see that the successor to Life is Strange is coming first. I thought they would have given you the remaster, get out there, get familiar with the property if you haven't played it before, get kind of somewhat caught up, and then launch the newest game, right? Draw people in. So, but I think it's got a huge following behind it already, and I think that you're going to be just fine. After Life is Strange was this Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. A lot of people kind of were missed on this one as well. They didn't. I don't think it really hooked a lot of people. A lot of people were kind of disappointed in it. We'll see what happens there.
I didn't know it had the subtitle Strangers of Paradise. I've only heard of it as Final Fantasy Origins.
Right.
But from what I understand, it's a kind of retake on the first title, Final Fantasy 1. So this is one that I'm actually excited about, and I know it's toting some sort of Souls-like combat, and difficulty is supposed to be inherent with that.
Right.
So I'm excited for this title specifically, but I know that's not the norm for what Final Fantasy people enjoy.
Yeah, we will see, right? And then from there, we ended off yesterday with Capcom. Let's talk about it, Scott. Capcom, in my impression, didn't even need to be there. Dude, they honestly didn't have anything to show us. They had Resident Evil up in smoke. They're talking about the fans requested it, so DLC is in the works.
Yeah, I'm not sure why anybody questions that.
I don't know.
I think they sold something like 4 million copies in the first 4 days.
Yeah.
It's the cash cow. You can be assured they're setting some personnel on that one. DLC is definitely coming down the pipe, which is exciting because that game was a smash hit.
No, absolutely, right? So I'm not all that surprised. Monster Hunter Stories 2, to me, actually looks pretty cool. I do want to get into that one. I definitely want to check that one out. You can get a demo on June 25th for it. Wing of Ruin is Monster Hunter Stories 2. So that looks cool. I like the art styles. I'm not much of an anime fan, but this one looks kind of neat.
Yeah, it's its own kind of specific thing, and it doesn't lean too hard into the anime part. Although it looks the part, it's not like a super convoluted story.
Yeah.
But Monster Hunter Stories is just its own side branch of the series where they go in with more characters and they kind of tell you more of the origin and the lore of what's going on. So that excites me more than Monster Hunter Rise,
which we can get into right now because they talked about that as well.
Yeah, now that seems to be more of the traditional experience where it's
absolutely
you're just going on hunts like you would be used to.
Yeah, for sure. And they kind of gave us a roadmap for Monster Hunter Rise. So that was nice to see. People are excited for that one. They can get into that. A roadmap is there. So it allows them to kind of see what's there for the future. And then what seemed to drag on forever, Scott, was Ace Attorney. The great Ace Attorney Chronicles is there. And then to finish it all off, Scott, was dude, it was, they were talking about esports. Like, it just seemed like a weird ending to the conference for them. It was over.
Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. My first gut reaction to that was why, basically.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why they're throwing that much effort into keeping Street Fighter alive or in the forefront. But I've since been a little bit corrected on that. It seems
big.
that Street Fighter is
very big,
the original and the biggest fighter in esports.
Which
I wasn't aware of that. I thought it was Tekken. I thought it was Smash. I thought Mortal Kombat kind of does their own thing.
They do.
But it seems that Street Fighter is kind of the fighter for esports.
Esports is huge when it comes to the world of Street Fighter and esports. It's big competition out there. So I understand it, but to end on that, dude, was just underwhelming. But this is going to end ITG Daily. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us and watching today. We will be back with Nintendo here shortly, even though we've heard other rumors. But we'll worry about that later. But we'll be back. Yeah, exactly. We'll be back. Don't forget, you can always join us live over at twitch.tv/theofficialITG. If you can't join us live, it's not a big deal. Hit us up later at InsideTheGame.ca, YouTube, podcast services, and TV streaming networks around the globe. Until later, we'll catch you later, of course, and hopefully with some Nintendo Direct stuff. See you later inside the game. All right, here we go. Please do come. All right, Scott, you ready? Let's get into this. That is loud.
That is loud.
Let's see how this goes.
I already had it turned down a little.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Hello, I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide as well.
The Nintendo Switch system is now in its 5th year, and many people around the world are playing games on it. Nintendo Switch is being enjoyed by a wide range of players spanning all ages and all levels of gaming experience. Thank you all very much. We've been able to offer a wide variety of games on the system, not just from Nintendo, but also from our many development.
Do you think we see Zelda too?
That's what everybody's thinking, but
able to find a game that suits your personal tastes.
It's been long enough that they could have something in development.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised.
And we'll be focusing on a selection of games releasing this year. We hope you enjoy it. Okay, to begin, please take a look at this video.
Oh, not the click again, Scott. It's no drinking game implemented now. Let's go. Not actual gameplay footage, dude. It's Smash.
It does look like Smash. That's Ganon.
Oh. Huh.
Wait, Kazuya. Is Kazuya from Street Fighter? Is that a Tekken character?
Dude, that's a Tekken. It's definitely been a long time, but I want to say
I
it's
know
Tekken.
I've seen him, but if I've seen him before, it's
Yeah,
more
dude,
like Tekken.
it's gotta be. This is Smash.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're getting the new character out of the way right away.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh. I hope this means that they're not taking
Oh, throwing
these
everybody
two characters away. Oh, okay. Probably not.
Look at that.
Yeah, that looks like a Tekken family curse.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, confirmed from Tekken.
Slow back up.
I was thinking.
Is that?
Yep, there it is.
Hello, I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited and the director of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game. Kazuya Mishima from the fighting game series Tekken will join the battle. Surprise! I'll go over the details at a later date, so please sit tight. For today, though, we've prepared a short video to showcase Kazuya's moves in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Please take a look.
He's got a really big area. Like
Yeah.
Hitbox. He shoots a big hitbox out.
Ten-hit combo.
This feels like Tekken. No, it's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'll talk about the fighter more in a future presentation. We still have to record it first, actually. The air date is shown below. Please stay tuned.
The 28th.
Thank you.
It's a
Mr.
while
Sakurai.
out.
New fighter Kazuya will join the fight in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Please look forward to seeing how Kazuya, who has experienced many harsh battles across the Tekken series, will fight in this game. Alright, let's continue with our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Oh, dude, it's just it's the click.
Your choices matter in these emotional, supernatural tales.
It's kind of a funny sound for them to use because my controller doesn't connect very well, so it does that click, and that's bad news.
Yeah. I thought it was Life is Strange. It is Life is Strange.
Yeah, that's gotta be.
No, it is. What is this? Oh, yeah.
True Colors remastered.
It's the same
Okay.
thing we've already seen from Square Enix. That's now coming to the Switch. Yeah, okay.
I don't know much about Life is Strange, but like I've seen some pretty crazy stuff from little clips.
It's a dude. It's a cool game. One you should definitely give a try.
Life is Strange True Colors launches on Nintendo Switch September 10th. And Life is Strange Remastered Collection comes to Nintendo Switch later this year. There's something for everyone on the Nintendo Switch system. You
Guardians,
are Star-Lord,
really?
leading
Guardians of the
a
Galaxy coming to this too, Scott?
in this thrilling action-adventure game.
I would
Jump on a
not
wild
have thought
ride
that
across
by
the
watching
cosmos,
yesterday.
overwhelm opponents
No.
with Star-Lord's daring combat style and encounter iconic and original Marvel characters. You'll call the shots for
That was a
the
Russian
Guardians
space dog.
face cosmic threats.
Yeah.
You got this.
Huh.
Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy
All right.
blasts onto Nintendo Switch October 26th. Worms.
Ooh,
everywhere.
worms, dude. Where's
This
Rumble?
real-time arena-based shooter. You'll squish your invertebrate opponents in 32-player cross-platform combat. Play in daily challenges, battle modes, and seasonal events to worm your way up
Nice.
the ranks. Plus, the Patchwork Bear outfit, exclusive to the Nintendo Switch version, will be available for free for 2 weeks after launch. A new map, Spaceport Showdown, launches with Worms Rumble, wriggling onto Nintendo Switch.
Oh, I love worms, man. It's so cool.
Rumble was the one that we played the Let's Play of, right? That's the
Sure
same
was. Yeah.
one? Okay, yeah, this
The
is the
fantastical
Worms
realm of
one
Orc
that I've
Canon
enjoyed.
awaits. As As you explore this fully hand-painted world, you'll customize a team of demigods and unleash devastating attacks and captivating turn-based combat.
I really like the hand-painted world anime character kind of look.
Yeah.
That's something I'm newly interested in, but oh man, it looks great.
Return to the funny, charming,
2 Point
and
Campus.
quirky world of 2 Point County. In the wholesome management sim 2 Point Campus, you'll build and run your very own university the way you want it.
Problem, you see the problem though, Scott? We've seen
Make the school yours.
all these games
Yeah.
already so far. Like, you know what I mean?
Enrollment for 2 Point Campus starts on Nintendo Switch
Ugh,
next
I
year.
don't know, man.
A beloved series rolls into its 20th anniversary this year.
What's this?
I wanted to say Donkey Kong was 2008.
Ape Escape?
Ooh, it could be. It could. Yeah, I think that is Ape Escape.
Monkey Ball.
Oh, Monkey Ball.
Dude.
I swear they have a shared universe,
Yeah, I know.
which also means they believe they belong in the same universe as Solid Snake.
Yeah. Damn right.
This would be the strangest Metal Gear announcement I've ever seen, though.
He just pops out of a box.
He's a box
It's
rolling down the hill.
remastered.
Okay, this is cool though. With the Switch, that could be
That could be fun,
tilt
right?
Control. That could be
October-
really good.
Monkey Ball
October
Banana
5th.
Mania rolls onto Nintendo Switch October 5th. It's a blast from parties past, and you're invited. Ready for another round of
Mario Party.
Of course you are.
I think I was just tortured in this game as a kid, and now I just
No.
I get flashbacks from
It's just
it.
like, no thanks.
Nintendo 64
Nah.
Yeah.
Peach's birthday cake and Spaceland.
My kid loves this game.
Board is packed with zany events guaranteed
Like
to keep
I
you
can
on
mash
course.
A
And when we
as
say
as
zany,
fast as the
we
next
mean
guy,
it.
but
Jump, connect blocks, and give facelifts in hilarious over-the-top minigames.
what?
All of which support button controls.
They have to get
100 minigames from the
imaginative
Mario
now
Party
though.
series catalog.
Yeah.
You'll have a blast in this all-star fun fest. Here's a little party
I'm
favor.
hoping for
All
WarioWare.
work with online play.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Even if your party
Do you think we'll see anything but the Switch 2?
randomly match with other partygoers worldwide.
Switch Pro? Whatever you wanna call this thing?
Online with friends.
I
I
don't
want to
think
think
so.
they're gonna end off the show with it.
Grab
I
a
don't think we
snack,
see it at
then
all.
resume the festivities.
Super Switch.
Stickers are also available to party with others.
Yeah, I don't think we see
It's time
anything.
to party in Mario
October
Party
29th.
Superstars, launching on the Nintendo Switch system October 29th. Pre-orders begin today. on
Which one's the
Nintendo
Mario series that's missing? Is it Mario Golf?
It's coming.
Think.
We should see more on that,
Oh,
actually.
Before
Okay.
we show this next trailer, I'd like to say one thing. Currently, we're working hard on the latest game in the Metroid Prime series,
Ooh.
Metroid Prime 4, which we previously announced. But today, we'd like to introduce another new entry in the Metroid franchise. Please take a
They're
look.
doubling down.
Oh, dude. Metroid 5? Did you see that? Metroid 5?
Yeah, I just is this gonna be a side scroller in that case? Like I'm not.
Nate's gotta be pumped when he sees this.
Or is this a follow up to Prime 4? I really don't know.
4's not out? Oh, 4's out. No, it's not out.
No, Prime 4 is the one they're talking about.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Oh, man, that was cool. Side scroller.
Yeah, okay. There's no loss in quality from a side scroller in Metroid though. Like,
No. Metroid Dread.
Okay.
How excited are you, Scott?
I'm a little cautious because I haven't seen the developer yet. You know, if this Team Ninja had it in their hands once before and they kind of dropped the ball, so
Fair enough.
there's that worry. But other than that, this is great.
Oh, that was cool. All right. Is there a date? You don't think we'll see a date, do you?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
I see it on
More on
Treehouse.
Treehouse.
Yeah. Dude, there you go.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Did not expect that.
That was the trailer for the first new 2D Metroid game in roughly 19 years. The brand
Wow.
new
It's been
Metroid
19 years, Scott?
As the name
Yeah, I
says,
guess that was.
Rise.
It could have been
This is a
Zero
Metroid
Mission or it
game
could have been
with a
Metroid
new
Fusion.
feel, showcasing a
I'm not sure
variety
which
of
one came
threats
out after.
that Samus will encounter. It's scheduled to be released on October 8th, so it won't be too long until launch. On that same day, we'll also be releasing Amiibo figures
Of
for
course.
Samus and the Emmy.
Oh, it's named
the
too.
robots in the
Emmy.
video. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
These familiar franchises are back on Nintendo Switch.
F-Zero?
Oh,
No.
Just Dance. Yeah.
In the latest Just Dance game.
I think it's been about 20 years since the last F-Zero also.
Yeah.
They keep saying it doesn't sell enough, and if you want F-Zero, just go and play the old F-Zero. But
Really?
we're on Mario Kart, what, 14 now?
Yeah.
Come on.
Cruise and Blast.
Smash hit Cruisin' Blast is speeding onto Nintendo Switch.
Is this the arcade one that I used to play?
Yeah, Cruising
Niagara
USA
Falls
and
all
all
the
that.
time?
Yeah.
Players can race
Yeah.
together, so pick your favorite vehicle.
Man, that series died, eh?
Yeah, that didn't go very far.
No.
I beat them once.
Wow.
One vacation.
This fall, I think it said.
Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z experience.
Oh, Budokai 9.
Relive the story of Goku and other Z fighters through 4 sagas in this action RPG. Saiyan, protect the Earth from an invasion by Vegeta and Nappa. Frieza, take a stand against the evil Emperor. Cell, battle the androids in a fight to the
I never got into Dragon Ball whatsoever.
an epic
No,
showdown with the
I
most
have
powerful
actually
foe.
had a distaste for it for
Along
most
with
of my
the main
life, and
story, you can
I'm
explore
not
the
exactly
vast
sure
world
why,
of Dragon
but
Ball Z.
it just
Hey,
didn't
why
didn't
not
get
help
me.
out the locals? Or collecting
But
ingredients
it's
for
religious
delicious
property
meals.
for some people.
You could
Oh,
always
yeah,
train
without a
to acquire
doubt.
new skills too. There are lots of things to keep you busy. The boss battle episodes, A New Power Awakens Parts 1 and 2 is also included. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, plus a New Power Awakens set punches its way onto Nintendo Switch September 24th. Grab a golf club
Huh.
and get ready to
Oh, there it
tee off.
is.
There you go.
The Mario Golf Super Rush game launches soon. Here's a quick glimpse into each of the modes. Standard Golf. Take your time to read the wind and terrain on the greens.
Dude, I want to play this.
Hit different types of shots and aim for under par.
I've had lots of fun before on Mario Golf.
Yeah.
Speed Golf.
I like their spin-off series. I think they're really cool. I never played Strikers, but
Right.
Outpace your rivals
the
with
tennis
special
one,
dashes
I forget
and
what the
special
title is
shots.
for that one. That one's pretty good.
Battle Golf. Duke it out over 9 flag-marked holes in an obstacle-filled arena.
Battle
3
Golf.
flags to win.
Golf Royale.
Pretty much.
Go from rookie to pro with your Mii character. The golfing challenges that await may surprise you. And here's some news. Free updates are planned for future release.
Free
including
updates
additional
too, eh?
courses and playable characters.
That's
Okay,
cool.
The fairway's
I like the
almost
Mario
open.
Odyssey
Set
level.
your tee time and get ready to ace those shots in Mario Golf Super Rush, swinging onto the Nintendo Switch system.
Dude, that is real soon.
Pre-orders are
That
available
looked a
now
little bit
on
like
Nintendo
Green Hill
eShop.
Zone. That'd be strange. They start hitting some Sega locations.
Ready for the ride of a lifetime?
Monster Hunter Stories 2.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
vast and vibrant world of Monster Hunter.
Saw this already. Like, we're just seeing a lot of recap stuff, which is too bad.
As a rider in this RPG
It's
adventure,
as if to
you'll
say,
explore
don't worry,
diverse
Switch is
landscapes by
still
riding your
holding.
Monster, a monster companion. Gather materials such as honey and ore.
Looks
then
cool
use
though,
them to
man.
craft
I do want to play this.
Yeah, these games are interesting.
beware of the
They're
many monsters roaming about.
pretty unique as far as I
Some are
know.
docile,
And
but others may suddenly ambush.
it's got a fun gameplay loop.
You'll team up with your Monstie and use weapons and skills to overwhelm enemy monsters in
That's
turn-based
cool.
battles. Win, and you'll be rewarded with their materials, which can be forged into
Part of the
weapons
most-
and armor.
The most fun I've had on Monster Hunter World
Hey,
was
is that
getting
an
one
egg?
monster
Might be
to
able to
chase
hatch a
me,
new
and I
monster.
run into the other, and I get them to fight each other.
Yep, absolutely.
That's fun.
Rare eggs. Need more traveling buddies? Join up with friends for co-op multiplayer quests and battles. Buckle up, Ryder. It's going to be a real monster of an adventure.
Wah wah.
Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin soars onto Nintendo Switch July 9th. You can play the free demo on June 25th and carry over your save data to the full game.
That's cool. I like that they do that.
Yeah, that's really good for
There's
demos.
a new game from the head of a certain company.
Oh, is this?
Did you miss me?
Ah, there you
You
go.
mean, who am I? It's a me, Wario. And it's a finally ready, a brand new game from my company. Check it out. You get to control me.
Yeah, that's WarioWare.
To do
Oh my god.
this. Look at me go.
It is.
Rats.
It is really weird, really silly.
They have wonderful new talents. Throw that stick
But that's why it's been missing though. It's
Not
just
too
it
bad.
does
Use
not
the
take itself
spinning
seriously.
whatchamacallit. Ha! Nailed it. Same micro game, different abilities. Wah! I almost forgot some big news. 2 people can play together at the same time.
Cool.
So play nice, or else. Eh? Not nice. All right, you. Yes, you, the one watching this. Better get ready for some micro game mayhem.
The WarioWare Get It Together
Get It
game
Together.
launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch system September 10th. Pre-orders begin
Cool.
today on Nintendo eShop.
What you just saw was the trailer for WarioWare. Get it together.
Agent Hal. Oh
Latest
snap.
installment of This series, there are new microgames that let you control Wario and his friends. There is
Wario.
also a 2-player co-op mode, which greatly expands the gameplay. It's releasing in the near future, so stay tuned. Next, please take a look at this.
Snap.
As a high school student living in Tokyo, your life is fairly normal. But that reality is upended after you get pulled into a different dimension.
Is this Persona?
Kind of makes you wonder, eh?
Yeah. Being a high school student is at the cornerstone of every Persona game.
Oh, absolutely.
Another Tokyo
And alternate
exists,
dimensions.
a post-apocalyptic world where angels and demons reside.
They look a little silly. It could be.
Suddenly, you fuse with a mysterious figure, gaining the power to fight demons. What lies ahead
Adam
in this
Jensen
alternate
joins
world?
you.
Yeah.
Oh, Shin Megami Tensei. Okay.
The world is now transformed into a sprawling, demon-infested wasteland. Though friendly demons do exist here, many are hostile and will attempt to destroy you. Harness your newfound powers to fight demons using a command-based system. Finding their weak point is key. By targeting it, the number of consecutive actions you can perform in a combo will increase. Though demons are formidable opponents, you may be able to recruit them via negotiations, which begin when you open a conversation with them. If a negotiation is successful, a demon will become a powerful ally.
Funny because that is also a Persona thing.
A demon's request,
Oh yeah, for sure.
they may feel motivated and join you as an ally. Demons that do join will fight alongside you and grow stronger.
This garlic head.
Fusing demon allies, another demon can be created.
Fusing demons?
Ooh.
Oh man.
Demon's innate abilities will
Just-
granting you
That
a
reminds me of
powerful
Monster
ally,
Ranger
customized
back in the
to
day.
your needs and playstyle.
Haven't seen a Monster Ranger game in 20 years.
Challenge the many demons roaming this post-apocalyptic world by harnessing the power of your own.
Think we get a release date? Like there looks like there's lots here. November 12th. There you go.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Launch exclusively on Nintendo Switch November 12th. Pre-orders for the physical version begin June 21st.
That was the latest trailer for Shin Megami Tensei 5 from Atlas. This is the newest game in the series. Please look forward to future updates. Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Celebrate 10 years of Danganronpa in despair.
Dude, I never got this franchise whatsoever.
I didn't think it was established or old at all.
3 games in the deadly Danganronpa series are coming to Nintendo Switch.
I am this school.
Monokuma, the self-proclaimed school headmaster, has trapped you and other high school students in a game.
More high school students.
And death. Unfortunately, the only way out of the school
Because we don't have discs anymore. No Monster Rancher, he says.
So it begins.
Yeah, the one I had on Game Boy Advance, you could put codes in. I think it was just 3-letter codes.
Oh yeah?
They found a way of doing that. Yeah, it was really cool.
Use the evidence you've gathered to refute contradictions and find the guilty party.
Sneak attack. Yo, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Plus, the board game from Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony has been expanded into a standalone game. Danganronpa S Ultimate Summer Camp. An all-star cast of characters from the Danganronpa series will come together to battle at a tropical resort. Who's the strongest of them all in this ultimate beach brawl? The 4-game collection Danganronpa Decadence launches as a physical
4-game? I thought they said 3-game.
later this year.
I think it just includes the 3 pass.
Visually available on Nintendo eShop.
Okay.
We hope you're not afraid of ghosts.
Terrified, actually.
Uh-oh. Oh, Fatal Frame. They did some interesting stuff before, I believe on 3DS.
In this horror,
Where you're using the 3D camera looking around your house and
Oh,
that's where
man.
things start appearing.
believed to be at the center of many disappearances.
Yeah,
Ghosts
no.
frequent this mountain.
It's
Your
cool though.
only
Very
way to
interesting
camp and
narrative.
repel and cast them out. Face your
Kinda
fears
reminds me of
and
Haunted
explore
Mansion, but
variety
in a good
of
way.
unsettling locations.
Huh.
This spine-chilling story features various protagonists, letting you experience the game from different perspectives. New costumes.
My
and
cats
photo
are
modes
tearing
included
apart
in
my
this
room
version.
right now, and I have
Can
no
you
idea
escape
why.
Mount Hikami and stay
You guys hype on Nintendo?
Fatal Frame, Maiden of Black
Calm
Water,
down over
released
there.
to Nintendo Switch this year. These games and DLC are coming soon. Some even today.
Oh,
Your war is not
Doom
over.
Eternal Part 1.
Blaze hell in the first campaign of Doom Eternal. The
I just kind of
Part
assumed it
1.
would go to the Switch, but I didn't realize it was
Deeper and more
delayed.
challenging
So
combat
that's good
awaits
news.
as you eliminate Hell's newest threats in demon-infested ruins and rain-swept terrain.
I've tried to get into this. I own it on the Xbox, and it is incredibly hard.
I'm
you need to
not a
be-
Doom guy.
Campaign expansion
I
launches
thought
on
I was
Nintendo
good, but you
Switch
need to be like
today.
Nate level of good to have a chance.
Tony Hawk.
Get ramped up for 2 iconic skateboarding games fully
Cool.
remastered in HD. Skate to era-defining jams as the legendary Tony Hawk and a roster of new and returning pros. Take your sessions on the go with all the original game modes.
And Chad Muska all the way.
Online to show off your tricks against other skaters. Drop in to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, launching on Nintendo Switch June 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. After 4,000
Strange
years,
Brigade.
Sateki, the Witch Queen, has risen from the dead, and only one group of heroes can stop her. The Strange Brigade. In this thrilling adventure, you'll blast through an army of mummified monstrosities while solving puzzles in booby-trapped dungeons. Go it alone or team up with other
Man, this came out like a long time ago on like PS4 and Xbox One.
Expect the unexpected. When
Oh, yeah,
Strange
I'm not
Brigade
familiar
launches
with this
on
one at
Nintendo
all.
Switch later today.
Totally passed.
I want to say it was the same team that brings us
Adventure of cosmic proportions.
Rebellion. I want to say it was Rebellion. There's
Oh.
Mario and Rabbids.
Team up with the Rabbids once again to restore order to the galaxy. Our heroes
The
must
new
stop a
Smash
mysterious
Edition.
new evil from plunging the universe into chaos.
Hopes of Spark, I think it is.
Rabbid Rosalina joins them. Wait, is she bored already? Explore planets filled with quirky residents and even quirkier secrets. And in this fresh
Did you play the last one? I never played the last one.
Our heroes
No,
can
I
travel
didn't
around the
either.
battlefield,
I saw a little bit of
creating
gameplay
strategic
though.
and
It
chaotic
looks wacky.
It does.
for victory with a little help from your friends. Wait, who's that? Well, one thing's certain. This is gonna be one heck of a galactic adventure.
This
Mario
is as close as you get
Sparks
to
of Hope.
Launches into space or
as
onto
close as you get
Nintendo
to
Switch
Mario
next year.
Pokemon crossover.
Yeah. What is this?
Is this Advance Wars?
The original Advance Wars
Ah.
returns. Wow, good call, Scott.
haven't seen this in 20 years. For real. I never played Advance Wars, but I played an Age of Empires game that was just like this,
Oh, okay.
and it was really cool. Like way more impressive than I first thought.
Thrilling stories, memorable characters, and vibrant gameplay are in store as you lead the commanding officers to victory. Play the first 2 Advance Wars campaigns in Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, marching on to Nintendo Switch this holiday. Pre-orders begin today
Okay.
on Nintendo eShop.
How is everything? All right. This next segment will be our last announcement of the day.
Well, here we
Take a
go.
look.
Switch
This
Pro.
might be hardware. Oh.
Is it Hyrule Warriors expansion pass? Really, Scott?
Oh,
Really?
Man. I thought this was already long announced.
Dude, that was a cool game. It just chugged like crazy on the Switch.
Yeah, I've played it, but not nearly as much as I should have.
I really enjoyed it, dude. I thought this game was cool. It's just, as I said, it just lacks the power of the hardware.
Yeah. I liked it for the ability of being other characters. Like
Yeah.
Impa, and there's several, but different powers, different attacks.
Right.
Oh. The Hyrule Cycle. Or the Master Cycle, it's called.
Wave 1, June 18th.
Hello there. I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. What you've just seen is a trailer for the first wave of DLC for the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion pass from Koei Tecmo Games. It will follow Link and his allies through more battles that took place 100 years prior to the events of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I hope you'll look forward to it. I have a few more things to share with you all today. We'll begin with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD game, which launches next month.
Dude.
You'll immerse
Yeah,
yourself in the role
I had heard of this
by
one.
using 2 Joy-Con controllers for intuitive motion controls, or by playing in handheld mode, wielding the sword via flicking the stick and button-only controls. This game depicts the oldest era in the Legend of Zelda series, the story of how it all began. What is the origin of the Master Sword? Why did a woman named Zelda become the legend for future generations? These will all be unraveled in this game.
Cool.
That was cool.
This is the one. It's
July 16th.
One of,
Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
this is one of very few Zelda games I have not beaten.
Next up. Here's a little something you might like.
What? No
This is a
way.
Game & Watch system that lets you play 3 games in the Legend of Zelda series.
Game and
This
watch.
year, the original Legend of Zelda game reaches its 35th anniversary.
Man, Nintendo's so weird.
Dedicated Zelda hardware.
We've been working on this Game & Watch system as a special item to help mark the occasion and reflect fondly on the earliest days of the Legend of Zelda.
You know, it's kind of silly. I kind of want it though.
Well, I'm
I
sure
can't
somebody's
deny.
going to.
Zelda
Adventure of
The
Link,
Adventure
okay.
of Link,
Which one's the third one?
and the Game
Link's
Boy
Awakening.
version of the
Oh,
Legend
okay.
of Zelda Link's Awakening game, as well as a special version of the Game & Watch title Vermin, starring Link as the playable character. So that's 4 games on one system.
Vermin, and you
All the Legend of
just
Zelda
you
games
smash
is a
them.
better playable
Just
That's surprisingly dark.
In addition, regarding the watch functionality for the Game & Watch system, we've added a playable clock based on the Legend of Zelda.
It's still a clock.
oh my god.
And an interactive
Like,
timer.
it's so weird. Why? Why is this a thing?
You know, if they came out with one of these that was all Metroid games, though, like I bet you it would sell in an instant.
We hope you'll enjoy playing
This
the
probably
Game &
will
Watch
too.
system.
I can see this selling.
November
well,
12th.
but- Oh,
Just in time for holidays.
All right, here's the last thing we have to show you. This is the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Dude, it is Breath of the Wild
2
too.
years have passed since we first announced this game, and we've been unable to
Okay.
share anything with you in that time. However, development has been steadily progressing. For today, we've prepared some new footage to show a bit more of the game. Please take a look.
That's it. Everybody's just like, oh. Oh, dude, it looks so cool. Coming to Switch Pro.
that'd be a funny way of them getting it in.
All right. Oh, right through the world there, dude. Dude, look at this.
Reverse water drop your way up there. That was.
Oh.
This is cool.
Man, oh man, it's just wow.
I'm hoping they find a way of bringing Vati into the game. Vati is the bad guy in a lot of Zelda games, but they stick to Ganon every time.
2022.
22. Okay.
I didn't think we'd see it this year, but I was hopeful.
So, what did you think? This time around, the setting for the adventure has been expanded to include the skies above Hyrule.
That's
We'd
so
like to
cool.
ask you to wait a bit longer. We're aiming for a 2022 release.
We'll all wait,
I hope
man.
you look forward to it.
Yeah. Zelda can come out when it's ready.
Pretty much, right?
We are diligently continuing development on a number of other games we didn't show today. I hope you'll continue looking forward to what's in store on Nintendo Switch. Thank you for watching.
Overall thoughts, Scott?
Well, I'm not super psyched about the Smash Edition.
Fair. That's fair.
It was not Shovel Knight.
It was... No, it was not. Honestly, Go ahead.
I'm happy they mentioned. They made sure to mention Metroid Prime 4. That's important.
Yeah.
And a new Metroid side scroller. That's great news to me. I really enjoy those games as well. So I think those are my two thoughts coming out of this.
Sure. For me, dude, I'm kind of empty a little bit, right? Like a lot of this stuff isn't for me. I am looking forward to Mario Golf. I think that looks cool.
Yeah.
I want to check out Skyward Sword HD. I want to definitely play that. I wanted to give that a shot. And of course, Breath of the Wild 2. Like, that's a good way to end it. I'm happy they ended on something that they were able to show us a little bit of what we can expect. It was nice surprise to see Worms Rumble come along, but we'll be touching on all this and a whole lot more tomorrow with the ITG Daily, and Scott and I will break it all down in more details. Until then, everybody, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow.